There's a potential third place encounter tomorrow. Not a potential, it is a third place.
It is a third place.
So whichever team wins goes to third position. It's Mumbai playing Bangalore, and that happens at the Wankhede Stadium. And this is what I'm telling you. They are right now at 6 and 8, but this is how close this traffic jam is, that you go a couple of inches ahead and suddenly you're front of the pack, right? So if they get to 12 points, whichever team gets to 12 points, as they will, because it's not going to rain here, they get to third position, right behind Gujarat and Chennai, and they get to third position in 11 games. So it's not like anyone would have a game in hand. Like they would all have 11 besides Hyderabad and Delhi down at the bottom. So this is getting to be very interesting. Let's have a look at the teams and see if they would make any changes. What was Mumbai was a successful chase last game?
Mumbai.
Sorry, they lost.
No,
to
Mumbai
Chennai.
lost to Chennai. Remember,
They lost to Chennai
last game. They batted
They got
averagely.
smashed. And they got smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First up.
And they got smashed. So that was them. Of course, the big news for them would be if Tilak Verma comes back into the team, because Tilak Verma, great, of course. MI's big believers. I don't know, do we have any news?
But I think, for whatever I heard, Tilak Verma is not unlikely to return. That's what I had heard. So.
Okay.
And we didn't know what was wrong. We interviewed him prior to the game the other day, and it didn't sort of say anything was wrong with him or not. They just sent him for the interview. So we didn't really find out what the injury was. Do we know what it is or not? I don't.
They said illness, but I doubt if it was illness if he came.
Well, he came for the interview, so I don't understand an illness.
You know, this happens a little with the Mumbai setup, right? They never give the news. They hold it close.
So secretive?
All the cards are here.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so secretive. Anyway, shining light was Nihal Wadhera.
Yep.
Played really nicely, I thought. It was a tough surface.
Yeah.
64.
64, right?
Yeah, 50s. I caught it 20 was in 50s.
Yeah.
64.
Sky's 64. Yeah, Sky's back in some sort of touch.
Yeah.
You know, some sort of form. So that's a real positive. They just obviously Rohit needs to shine. He dropped himself down to 3 the other day. They opened with Cameron Green.
But he was there pretty much as
He was
opener.
still there pretty
That's
much
Sunil
as opener.
Gavaskar's story with Vivian Richards.
Yeah.
Whenever you walk out,
Yeah.
it's
No matter what time you walk in, score is always 0, man.
So it
Bowling.
changes.
Let's talk about their bowling. If you just
Yeah.
bring back the squad, they haven't been using Behrendorff, right, or Riley Meredith. Behrendorff is somebody that they were using a bit. Last time they got in, they bolstered the batting by getting Tristan Stubbs, right? But if Nihal Wadhera is batting well, you've got 4 good Indian bats, and then you've got Cameron Green and Tim David. Can you then perhaps get a bowler in to bolster that bowling?
Well, they played Goyal last time as well. Raghav
Yes.
Goyal, the wrist spinner, along with Jola.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they go with the extra spinner at Wankhede.
Wankhede, that's what I don't.
I don't know that they do that. Green and Archer up front. Arshad was very expensive in that last game. Chola's been there.
Piyush Chawla has been the pick of their bowlers. He's in the purple cap race, quite close to the top, in fact. So he's been successful for them. Young Benjamin Button, as we like to call him.
Absolutely.
Turning back the years.
But I'm also thinking that the one reason they might have another spinner, I think they have Kumar Kartik, one of those.
Dick Shokeen.
They might like to throw the ball at a spinner to go after Virat Kohli at the start.
Yeah.
Virat right at the start doesn't particularly like spinners, and remember they're also very top 3 dependent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have Kumar Kartik, your options. You have Raghav Gail, you have Kumar Kartik.
They are very top 3 dependent, in fact, our Bangalore. And if we come to them, you'll realize that it is, of course, the KGF show. It's Kohli, Glenn Maxwell, and Faf du Plessis. And I think Faf most. I mean, Faf has been, when Faf gets those runs, Dooley, he gets them destructively.
Yeah, I mean, their last game was a real disappointment for them. They, they underscored. They were probably 20 short on that pitch. They, Faf was good at the start. Virat, again, when the spin came on, was a little bit slow, and it just cost them in the end. I know they talked about it afterwards. They said we felt that 160
was a
good score. Well, I mean,
they just read it completely wrong, because
no, I think that was a.
It looked like they were 40 short by the way that Delhi was going.
I mean, I think that was a cop out. To be honest, it was never a 160 type surface. So they're struggling. They struggled to get enough runs, and then their bowlers just get put under the pump.
But the good thing that happened for them in that game was that one from not the top 3 performers for them got the runs, and that's Mahipal Lomror. and he was very impressive. In fact, it was his innings. He got a 50 at about 200 strike
He
rate,
got
right?
them to 180.
Yeah.
He got them to 180, and I think that's good news for them. That's seriously good news because now they've decided, I think Shahbaz Ahmed's out of the rotation. They've gone with the fact that they're going with Anuj Rawat and Mahipal Lomror. And if Lomror gives them a bit more, DK gave them a little bit towards the end, at least he hit a couple of sixes. So somewhere they'll feel that, okay, there's
And
some...
Rawat was, 8 off 3 balls. So, he's got ability. They didn't push the button early enough. And obviously Maxwell first ball.
Yeah.
Again, he can't play away from Chinnaswamy at the moment, can he?
True, he's the Swami of Chinnaswamy, but right now, well, they're playing on the road. They're playing 5 games on the road. I think they have 1 more after this.
Yeah, and then they go back.
Mumbai, and then they go back and play Delhi. No, they play Gujarat as their last game at home, or their last game of the league is they host Gujarat. So that's not going to be easy breezy for them. So yeah, that's interesting. What you said, they didn't push the button, but what Delhi did was they pushed the button very early against Mohammad Siraj, and he has been such a kingpin for Bangalore that the minute they attacked him, suddenly that just puts the entire bowling on the back foot, doesn't it, Joy?
It does. I think he's vital to them. The pitch didn't suit him, and of course, what happens when you get backed for a couple is that your length just tends to go. It's very difficult to defend yourself. But he is vital tomorrow because remember, you're playing in the Wankhede. There's going to be pace, there's going to be bounce, there's going to be even bounce, but good bounce. And he and Josh Hazlewood are the keys tomorrow. They just have to get in early among those balls. Because remember, when has Mumbai won? Mumbai is basically won when its top order has just smashed everyone. They've hit those 200s because they don't have the bowling to defend anything below 200.
Yeah.
They need to put big runs and get players out due to pressure, due to the situation, and hope that, Piyush Chawla gives them something, Jofra gives them something. That's their strategy. So it's an interesting way. So they will attack.
Yeah, I can tell you it's going to be a lip-smacking encounter. Yeah, lip-smackingly good. KFC, Kohli, Faf captaincy, right? They're both sharing the captaincy. We're onto something here. It's crispy. We're onto something here.